What is up, guys? It's the next day. We're back working on this old RZR. All we got to do is move the Tacoma, move a couple bikes around, and pull around some better lighting. And we're going to strip the entire interior. Every single little plastic piece is going to be gone. Buying a full wiring harness for it. It's like $300 some, but that's what I'm going to do. You could buy a wire harness repair kit, but it is a little cheesy, and I don't want to like only halfway do the build kind of thing, rebuild process. I don't want to cheap out on it and then have issues later down on the road if I take it through some mud and then mud gets in the wiring harness. So what I'm going to do is scrap or tear this thing down to the bare bones. And all you're going to have is the frame. Got to pull the whole dash. Got to pull everything out and start pulling this wiring harness. Order up a new one, throw the new one in, and we should be good to go. Hopefully. We'll see how this works. I don't even know. It's a lot of work. Alrighty, guys. Here she is. The old Polaris RZR. I got everything in here right now. We're gonna have to pull all this out. This fender's cracked, but it's also burnt, so that's not a terrible issue. The front end is honestly not too bad. It is a little dirty, as you can tell. All of this should come off with a pressure washer or something like that, as long as the stickers don't fly off. I'm gonna have to take apart this whole front end, see if the headlights work, stuff like that. But yeah, it's I think these are still stock tires on it. Yeah, the Dirt Commanders, they come stock on these. If I do end up keeping it, let me know in the comments if I should. Might put all this stuff, but if I get it and I flip it, I make a good bit of money. I do want to get some like a bigger one with a turbo or something like that. Something's a little faster, because this is only a 900 and my last one was 1,000. I still wanted a little more juice out of it. So we're gonna see. This is how far we came yesterday. A lot of burnt wires. Right here for the tail light, you can see that's burnt. This goes down somewhere in there. This is all fried up. All of this is sketchy stuff just to repair. Fuel rail is destroyed. Fuel line is also ripped. We got all of these little connections. Like this one right here is fine, but as you can tell, it's pretty shot. Coil pack wires are a little messed up. Right here for the spark plug, that's all screwed up. So all of this stuff, better to get it replaced now than cry a little bit later that it doesn't want to work. Got to pull the whole intake out. Got to pull all of this interior out, the whole thing with the center console, entire dashboard, and stuff like that. Has power steering, which is nice. I think this is adjustable steering wheel. Yep, that's pretty cool. You can drive it like an 18-wheeler. Suspension, all that looks pretty good on it. It ain't too bad if you look at it from this angle. Got to see if all the light bars are gonna work. The winch works. That's how they transported it. And yeah, if I do get one, I might put some speakers on it and stuff like that. So we'll see. Pretty nice. So let's go ahead, start pulling off all of the interior or exterior and interior and everything, and get this thing back and going as soon as we can. It's a lot of work. Gonna have to repaint this whole bar thing up here. I don't think it's, unless I just get a new one, I might be able to get a new roll cage for it. So we'll see what we'll do with this thing. But we got a whole lot of work ahead of us on this thing. It is not looking good. Alrighty guys, we have come a long way. As you can tell, no more wires back here. I have pulled the entire wiring harness from the front. It's all down here. Then there's that fat line that goes right here. And then this right there is for the ECU connection. This right here is the full fuse box, which hopefully it'll come with one of those because I don't want to replace each little piece. And then yeah, this is the entire wiring harness. You have to take apart the entire RZR, as you can tell, to get to it. But I'm already pretty invested into this build, so there is no turning back at this point. If I want to change my mind, it's better just to get a new wiring harness and throw it back together. So can't back out on this build. But yeah, it seems like a lot more solid than my other one. My other one I had like a ton of like wobbly parts because it was fully modded, had the A-arms and everything extended. It was a 1000S, and then they converted it to the same size as an XP, but with the S body. So the wheelbase was the same as an XP. Personally, not worth it. If you want to do that, just get an XP in my opinion. It'll ride a whole lot better. So yeah, what we're gonna do, as you can see, the whole front end of the wiring harness was fine. There wasn't any major issues with the wiring harness in the front. It was just everything in the back. You can see burnt, broken, everything's toasted on this thing. So there is only a few connectors. Let's count exactly how many that go to the engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about 9, maybe 10 connections. I don't think I counted the ones that go to the ignition coil right here. But with the ignition coil, one of them is damaged, so I will have to get a new one. I could probably run it like this just to see if it starts, but I'm not sure. Probably gonna get a new one. Not worth taping this thing up right here. So yeah, this is one heck of a build so far. Not even a build, just a rebuild. That's what a little simple fire will cause you. So that's probably gonna be a wrap for today's video. It's probably coming out on the same day. Not gonna have time to redo everything. You can see pulled all the flooring out, center console. That right there is where the battery and all the stuff that goes under your seat. Front little hood, all your back pieces, fender flares, rear bumper, side panels. That right there is your gauge cluster. We got the whole dash right here. This right here is for your for the back. I think this is going to be reusable. I'm not going to have to get a new one. That right there is where your ECU bolts in. All of these little pieces. That's the airbox cover. Gonna need to get a new one because that one is toasted. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more RZR content, hit that like button, comment if you want to see more, and then subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.